The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What you listening to, man? What they talking about? I got my hand up on that knob, tryna figure out. It doesn't matter who's the guest or what's the subject, cause they keep it 100 and them callers love it. The radio show got you tuned in, ready for action like a bad chick texting what's happening. They ain't here giving 5 o'clock news. Our hosts keep it blunt, sharing their point of views. They going in, man, cause they ain't got no filter. Cause they keep it 100, that's why we messing with you. Got you up to date with the latest with music and what's trending, that's basics. On primetime hours, you can never go wrong. And your night music and what's going on in your neck of the woods, like, hey, Al Roke on today's light. Feeling entertained with the radio show. Tuesday, Thursday, taking over, let them know. Let them telephone rings, yeah, I'm on this thing.
Alright, look, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Derrick Rose is overrated. I stand by that. They just gonna give that man the MVP. The year LeBron was killing it because the media wasn't in love with LeBron.
How was he overrated? Did you see what team he carried to the Eastern Conference, like in the playoffs?
Yeah, I don't care.
The second best player on that team was Carlos Boozer.
Right. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
And he carried them to the playoffs.
They had Luol Deng on that team.
Luol Deng, fucking Rip Hamilton at age 35.
Old Rip Hamilton.
Come on, man.
Hamilton. Not young Rip, old Rip.
Look who LeBron has carried to finals.
Man, no. This ain't got nothing to do with a player being overrated. If they gave him the guy the MVP, that's one thing. Derrick Rose did some shit that I don't think we'll ever see again. When you get a chance, look up the 2011 Chicago Bulls. That team is terrible, and he carried them all the way.
He did. He carried them all the way to what? What winning did they do? Where's the ring?
They went to the Eastern Conference Finals, didn't they?
God. Yeah, they've gone further than Chris Paul did with the Hornets or the Clippers or any other team.
I was just about to just ask what winning did they done? Is Debo?
I thought you were gonna say like, well, he's not the best shooter or this and this and that. You're not even. You just mad that he got the MVP over LeBron. That's what that's
okay. Let me say this. Let me say this. I agree with you that he should not have gotten the MVP over LeBron that year. I thought LeBron has gotten screwed out of the MVP several times, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think that Derrick Rose was the best player in the NBA that year. But the award is the most valuable player, which takes into effect the most valuable player for your team. And he was by far more valuable for his team that year. He literally, like LeBron is taking some bums to the promised land, but they had some amount of skill. Like J.R. Smith, as much as I hate Henry Smith, he can shoot it when he really is not fucking hot, right?
Y'all ready for me to read this roster off?
But like the Chicago Bulls of 2011 was shit.
So this is how
you want me to read? You want me to read this roster off? No.
This is okay.
No, we not. No. F an intro. I'm gonna read to you these shitty ass players that Derrick Rose carried.
Fine. So we're gonna go through the Chicago Bulls 2011 roster. Go ahead.
Omer Asik, Keith Bogans, Carlos Boozer, Ronnie Brewer, Rasul Butler, Luol Deng, Taj Gibson, whoever the fuck James Johnson is, Kyle Korver, John Lucas III, Joakim Noah, Brian Scalabrine, Kurt Thomas, who was probably fucking 45 at this point, and CJ Watson. That team is terrible.
So I'll give you this.
Diva doesn't even watch sports like that. And I bet you Diva don't even know half of these people.
Her facial expression is priceless. She like, I don't know what y'all talk about as she sips her wine.
Like this, there's some you'd be like, oh yeah, I know that guy. Straight bums.
I'm just enjoying this because this is like, passionate, guy talk about, it's like guy gossip, but it's hilarious because y'all are so passionate about it.
M16 just said some bullshit, and so he trying to like validate his shit. But like, you can't say that Derrick Rose is overrated. Like, I'll agree with you that he definitely didn't deserve that MVP that year. Well, maybe he did. That's arguable. But overrated. Like, he has literally changed his game up because he can't jump anymore. He has like rubber bands and fucking like Elmer's glue holding his knees together. Right?
That's facts.
And this motherfucker is still balling. No, that's
facts. That's true.
It's true.
That's
And
true.
this
At
dude
one
still
point,
is
So
he's the best
why
player
is
on the
it
Knicks right now.
why is it glue and not like screws? Like it's
the screws
why
weren't
is he
working.
still
He's hurt that knee several times.
He's 32 and he walked like he's 62. Like, that dude is fucking done.
oh,
But somehow he Novocaines that shit up, and then he gets out there, and I don't even know, he fucking do something, but he get out there and he ball every night. So how the fuck you gonna say he overrated? I just
no, that is the push
for
through.
that shit.
I just, I say things and I see that, sometimes it triggers people. But the cool part about it is that if this was a crew here that ain't here for my shit, this is the crew right here, especially my brother. He don't be here for that nonsense at all. So if you wonder who the guy is that's giving me the verbal middle finger as only he can, that's our buddy Big Debo from the podcast My Black Friend, hanging out with us all show on Bring a Friend Night because he's our friend and he's hanging out. Debo, what's going on, man?
He might leave.
I wouldn't say we friends, but I definitely know you, nigga.
But you friends with my brother, though, right?
Yeah, your brother, because your brother cool, he's sophisticated. Your ass is just fucking you. You are you.
Oh, so you gonna come back on the show next month too to roast him, huh? I like this.
Oh my
Listen,
God. I swear I didn't pay him
this light skinned ass nigga, bro. I am down. Because he be doing that light skin shit, and that shit is terrible.
Oh my gosh, this is great. Like, where have you been all season? I'm here for this.
Anybody who can come at me is an instant hero. That's how that works around.
Look, let me tap my earpiece so I can turn up the volume here.
Oh, here we go with that.
Hey, one more sport thing, Debo, and then we can move on to regular topics. But I tried to tell you a few months ago that this was gonna happen. You looked at me crazy. Julio's out the door.
No, shut up.
It ain't happened yet, but it's gonna happen. So my only question to you is, why the hell would y'all draft a tight end that's gonna get double teamed now because Julio's not there?
Okay. See, you know what?
No.
You know what? You know what? And that's why your brother's brother. Because you a nigga too. Because I was happy, right? I was coming on. I was like, yeah, these Hawks is out here flying. And I said it. I was the first nigga to say it. I was the first nigga to say fire Lord Pierce. Nobody listened to me. Even my own friends was giving me shit. They fire Lord Pierce. And now we fucking in the playoffs. Then you come with this Julio shit. Listen, I don't know why the fuck they did what the fuck they did, bro. It sounded like some bullshit to me. Listen, I knew it was some bullshit when they didn't fucking hire a black coach. So I already knew the fuck shit was coming. I just didn't know when. I was like, okay, we got a black GM. Maybe it's gonna be smooth. Nope, he ain't for the shit. And they ready to let go their most popular fucking player because I don't know. The reports say that he didn't want to stay, and like if he don't want to stay, I understand. But then again, I think he kind of knew the writing was on the wall because his contract was fucked up. They offered to restructure Matt Ryan's contract. They didn't offer to restructure his. They don't want to guarantee him any money. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They don't want to guarantee him money.
They've been slowly phasing him out of the passing game. Slowly, the last few years, you could see it. That they slowly been trying to like push it away off of him. Because that's how they do it, man. They start freezing. They start trying to freeze you out in that aspect, man. Yeah. So I'm hearing rumors that Seattle is trying to throw their name in the hat to see if they can get Julio. That's been the talk right there. Is that Seattle been trying to? I don't think they're gonna trade him in the conference. I don't see him being in the NFC. I see him in the AFC. Cincinnati.
So here's the problem: the AFC, the teams in the AFC that can afford him, is like Indy, not even Indy. I think Indy, the Patriots. I think another team, San Diego or something like that. They don't want to pay. They want the Falcons to pay some of his like the money that he's owed, like some of the 15 million. The Falcons can't afford it. So they like, well, we can't trade him out of conference. Let's see if we can trade him in conference. And like the teams that want to trade him in conference are all on the West. And you only gonna play them twice, once
it ain't gonna be often
or something like that. So it's like it'd be better to trade him over there. You definitely can't trade him in division, right?
Oh, that's never happened.
Trade him to the north.
Yeah, that's not even possible.
So
but if there's any team that will overpay you for Julio Jones, it's Seattle. Seattle don't care. They'll give you 3 draft picks and all kind of other shit, and it won't make sense.
They want a number 1 and a number 2 draft pick.
But this is the thing though. If you're a team that you feel like you teetering and you that one piece away, you should know if you can make it or not. So if you a team that need a receiver and you that close, damn a draft pick, go win now.
If you Seattle, you do whatever you can to get him.
Every team in the NFL really should be calling because every team in the NFL could use Julio Jones, right?
Absolutely.
You put Julio on the other side of any other receiver that's on your team, you're instantly that much better. I'm shocked that the Baltimore Ravens haven't called and made much more. Like the Ravens with Julio, like
I
know the Titans
anyway, but
the Titans have been rumored to be in the mix, and I think that's a perfect landing spot.
I think it's a great landing spot, and they already got history with Arthur Smith. I'm already starting not to like Arthur Smith. I'm already hurt because Julio's leaving. So, this is just...
I'm surprised he stayed as long as he did. I mean, the Falcons are notorious for this crap. They do it way back in the day. They always trade really valuable players. They go to other teams and go to the goddamn Super Bowl. Like, every single time we trade a great player, we get a crappy one, and then that player goes on to another team and slaughters us. Like, I don't understand how they don't see the trend, and that's happened multiple times in the past, but it is what it is.
I think a lot of times in the past, like I know with Dion, his contract was up, and he just wasn't going to re-sign with the Falcons because he wanted to win. But like these motherfuckers traded away Brett Favre as a rookie. Like this is the team that did that. Right?
But wouldn't most teams have gotten rid of the quarterback by now? And just because he's the granddaughter's husband or whatever the hell his relation is, he needs to disappear.
I was gonna say though, Debo, in their defense, they didn't know that Favre was gonna be Favre at that point in time.
Yeah, that move just screams Falcons
it screams Falcons
for people
bro.
that didn't know that,
It's a fucking curse. A lot of people don't even know that he was a fucking Falcon. Like that's
what I'm saying. I never knew that until like a few years ago.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And like
he spent the whole 91 season there.
It's literally the same way how Babe Ruth was a Red Sox. He was drafted as a Red Sox and then got traded to the Yankees and then he blew the fuck up. Like it's the same way. It's the curse. It's a fucking curse. It's a curse, bro. The Falcons are cursed because if you just look at the history, right? We went to the Super Bowl and Eugene Robinson gets caught with a fucking hooker.
I'm gonna put this right up there. There's a picture of number 41 for the Falcons. Anytime I want to piss my Falcon buddies off, I just mention Eugene Robinson, and there you have it. Caught the NFL Man of the Year, caught soliciting for boom boom down in Miami Beach. I'm dead. The Man of the Year.
I wonder are they cursed for what they did to Michael Vick? Like I'm wondering, not supporting that situation. I wonder if we just been crap on purpose ever since. I don't know.
I think listen. Michael Vick, I can't blame the Falcons for not supporting Michael Vick. I was upset. What I can blame is his cousin for not supporting Michael Vick. Like, don't want to take the fucking L.
Yeah, you posted that a while back, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Where is the loyalty?
This is the motherfucker that you gotta.
This is all me, guys. This is all me. I'm gonna do my 5 to 10. Good behavior. I might get out in 7. My boy Mike is gonna break me off once I get back out. Like
any blood relation, bro. If you play spades with your cousin, nigga, that's it. You should have just taken that L. Just like take care. Listen, I don't know Michael Vick. I don't know Michael Vick, but I love that man. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? And I would have took the L. I would have took the L for Michael Vick, and I didn't even know. I swear to you, I was on Twitter back then trying to reach out, like, yo, Mike, please let me take the L. I did it. I confess. You know what I'm saying? Just because I need him to be on the team, nigga. That's the loyalty. right? There's niggas ain't loyal, bro. And I can't even fucking believe his own cousin wouldn't take that L. He fucked his whole family for generations. And that nigga ain't shit. I found him on matter of fact, I found him on Facebook. I know who the cousin is. I got his name and everything, his fucking picture and shit. He ain't shit. He a piece of shit. He ain't even doing shit.
All right, well that's all I had about the Falcons, man. So let's let Debo give the floor again, and a Hawks praise break, and we're gonna put that right here. Hawks praise break.
I'm just saying, Shorty, we 3-1 on these New York Knicks, these fuck boys. You know what I'm saying? They spitting at my mans. You know what I'm saying? They saying fuck you to Trae Young. He didn't even do shit, Shorty. All we just trying to play. Listen, all I'm gonna say is this, and I'm gonna just let it drop. I told y'all when we got Bogey, when we got Bogdanovich in the fucking summer, that we was gonna be a different team. We had shooters now, and DeAndre Hunter took a huge leap forward in regards to what he doing. He gonna get a big contract when this contract.
I will say this, and then we can move on to something else. I am super duper salty that we did not keep the 4th pick and draft DeAndre Hunter. I don't know why we traded it away to y'all. I'm like, okay, we got the 4th pick. Let's draft DeAndre Hunter. He was the best player in college basketball last year, not named Zion. And we gave it to y'all. For what?
I don't even know. What did y'all get?
We got the 8th pick and the 17th pick. So 2 bums. I lie, they're not bums. I mean, we got 2 decent players, but they're not DeAndre Hunter. So, but I digress.
People slept on DeAndre Hunter in that draft. People still sleeping on DeAndre Hunter right now. People don't understand. Like, if you listen to the media, they don't understand why Julius Randle is having a bad series. Like, look who's guarding him over half of the game is DeAndre Hunter. He's the best defender on our team. And when we played y'all 2 out of the 3 games, he wasn't around because he was hurt. He had a knee injury. So now he's back at 100%, and he locking your ass down. Period. Nate McMillan got a great game plan. Listen, I'm ready for tomorrow night. When we beat these bum ass niggas, I'm gonna be fucking yelling ATL. I'm gonna take my shirt off because I know M16 hate that shit. I'm gonna let these titties flop, and I don't give a fuck, bro. Because it's out here, nigga. I am out here, bro. Just understand. I'm coming home in a couple weeks, and I'm gonna be fucking wild in this motherfucker, bro. As my son say, it's wild in this motherfucker. I guarantee you, bro. I'm good now.
She had to get that out there. So we just had a nice block of Atlanta sports talk with Debo because he is an Atlanta sports fan.
That's a great TV show, by the way. Atlanta Sports Talk with Debo.
Patent pending.
I might make that happen.
Had to put that out there.
A bunch of cussing and nonsense.
That's why we put this
right.
Sports talk.
So, and going from sports talk where we talked about Atlanta sports, so now we're going to get into what we supposedly talk about on this show a whole bunch, which is hip hop. Talk about some music. All right. So I know that we got this caption for Spotify. They had put up the picture where they got the Mount Rushmore of rappers from the 2010s. So they put up there. So they got Drake is up there, Kendrick Lamar, and J. Cole. The question is, who will be that 4th person that goes up here? Now, it's a debate on. Well, obviously, I was gonna say Drake is probably a no-brainer, but it may be a debate on who else should go up there. But for this, we're going to leave them other ones up there and debate that, whatever. But who's going to be the 4th person? Who's going to be that 4th person that in the 2010s they killed and deserves to be on this Mount Rushmore?
You said it was Drake. Who name everybody again?
Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar.
Yep.
And let me tell you right now, Spotify got those 3 right. None of them are coming off.
No.
None of them are coming off. There is no debate. It's definitely Drake number 1, and then Kendrick, J. Cole. How you feel about it? They're staying, okay? I know one guy that goes later on tonight, but they all staying, okay? There's no debate here. They're staying. I've been thinking about this all day since we talked about it, and I've been torn between 2 people. I've been torn between, well, actually 3 people. Future, Young Thug, and Travis Scott. I feel like all 3 of them could have an argument to be in that 4th spot I'm still really not committal to it right now, but I just want to throw out 3 names because it's so easy to have 3 up there, but that last one, like there's so many different people that you could choose from. I thought about Rick Ross. I was like, damn, Rick Ross could definitely be up there. But the 3 I landed on when I narrowed down my list was Young Thug, Future, and Travis Scott. So we can start with those 3 names, or somebody wants to bring some more to the table.
I do like the Future because I thought about Future because I remember my cousin Nathan, who was killed in 2011, told me about Future in 2010, and this is when he was still selling mixtapes. And I was listening to Future's whole first album before he even put it out because it was a mixtape. And I definitely agree with you. Future could be 4th, but I got another name for you, and I think this might be a little controversial, but
it's okay. We're here for controversy.
It's not a he; it's a she. And in the past, like 4 years, you really haven't heard the radio without her. And I'm gonna say Cardi B, because Cardi B, since she came on the scene, has literally just taken that crown for female hip hop. I mean, you could say Nicki, but like Nicki ain't done shit since Cardi hit the scene. And I feel like Cardi B has, as far as just putting out content and putting out content and more content, has literally been the best female artist in these 2010s. I feel like
I thought about those 2 as well, but to your point, both of them were only like killing it for like half of the decade. You know,
right.
Nicki Minaj early 2010s, Cardi B later part of the decade. So that's why I was kind of torn between those 2.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because no one was competing with Nicki for a while. Like nobody. I mean, Lil' Kim was locked up. Remy Ma was locked up. I mean, anybody who probably could, they just weren't developed enough to keep up with the pace, because she was back to back Pink Print and all the other ones. Like she was on everybody's feature. So I mean, like I guess they're kind of like tied, just differently.
And to think about this too, like for like the years where she was dominating, I used to throw up every year when BET would put up best female hip hop artists, because they literally was like Nicki Minaj and whoever the fuck else we could find on SoundCloud. Like that's what the category felt like for forever.
I mean, but would Lil' Kim fit in there, or is that just she was before the 2010s mostly?
That's before.
I mean, but I definitely think if a female rapper would go, she definitely would be like my number 1, just because she set the framework for a Nicki Minaj or a Cardi B for her stint, you know, by herself, and then also when she was, you know, with Puff or whatever the hell he want to call himself these days. But then she kind of fell off because she got in trouble. So because the 2010s, I don't know, 16. I mean, this is going to be a hard decision for you because it's in the 2010s and not the 90s. But who do you want?
Well, I love this running gag with us that I only listen to things from the 90s. But
I'm gonna put right here because it's true.
But I will say this is that somebody who would go on this Mount Rushmore, because obviously, you know, there are people out there that you've named. You mentioned Rick Ross, you mentioned Future, Travis Scott. But there was one person that was in the 2010s that was a rapper, that was a top-selling rapper in the 2010s that we're not talking about because he's having kind of, I guess, a rough time now, and that's Eminem. You might not think about it in that aspect. I mean, not that I'm the world's biggest Eminem fan, but if you want to base it on, if you're having the criteria of somebody who was best-selling, who was stayed relevant within them times, he is in, or he outsold all these guys in there. He's the best-selling artist of the 2010s. So you may want to look at him in that aspect. I
thought about M too, but like M has some really good stuff, and then he has some super duper duper trash stuff too. It's like it wasn't consistent. Yeah, you know, and I hate using this argument, being the devil's advocate on this one, because you know me, I love my numbers. But Eminem even admitted like half of that, he had like good work and really terrible work all at the same time. So,
but do you think that Eminem's issue was that he had amazing singles but trash albums?
No. I feel like the society changed. it became more conservative. That's what Eminem got caught up with. That society changed. The people that grew up listening to him, or our parents and stuff. These kids don't listen to him, and they don't get I guess some of the punchlines that he used. They're not for them, so they don't look at him like he's a boomer. Even though he's not.
So he kind of disappeared for a little while though, and then like when he tried to come back, it just wasn't a connection.
Cancel culture is a bitch, and like all of that.
Yeah,
definitely
that's
changed.
true.
And he can't be the same Eminem, because I remember Eminem when he was just saying whatever, talking about abortions.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
That was the wild shit. I remember in college, like, damn, I can't believe he said that shit, and we can listen to it. These adults ain't gonna understand. I'm a young nigga. But then, like, I'm an adult now, and like, I understand. I got a kid. It does not hit the same. These young kids, they not standing for that shit. Like, you can't be talking about, the LGBTQ plus community anymore freely and just think that it's okay. It's not.
Or even the way
they're gonna cancel your ass.
Even the way he used to express like his anger towards his baby mama, like, you can't really make a record about harming your baby mama. Like, we knew like he wasn't gonna really, you know what I'm saying? Like, music used to allow you to just express yourself. Like when you're frustrated, like when you're angry, but there was a direct distinction between, okay, this is just how I'm gonna express myself to keep me from doing this. Now it's just kind of like everyone's so super sensitive, like they don't understand the difference between entertainment and reality. Those things, I think, with reality, there's no divide. So like you get canceled for saying something that everybody knows. To an extent, you're just self-expression. So the censorship is just,
as far as like this Mount Rushmore of hip hop. It's difficult to get that fourth one because they got somebody. There's, I don't agree with the list to start with. The three that we starting off with, I ain't fully invested in the three that's now. I know Drake is staying on there. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, okay. But, please name the other two then, please.
Well,
I just want to hear this.
Well, I'm okay. Well, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Like, I'm not a J. Cole fan, so I'm just putting that out there right now.
We know. We knew about
Jermaine.
That. But what
Cole.
Jermaine Cole.
Jermaine, you not a fan of Jermaine Cole? Okay.
I don't. And the thing is, it's not about me. Like his character, I'm sure he's a great person and all that stuff. I'm not talking about him as a person. I'm just, he never, had anything that just had me go like, wow, okay, I can get with that. That's just not my thing. It's just not for me, man.
He
gotta
actually,
understand something.
Okay, you like 90s rap. I know. I understand that. I understand you like 90s rap.
It ain't just about the 90s. I grew up, we talk about guys like Tupac, Nas, folks like that, man. It's like, you got to come with a high standard,
J. Cole is better than Nas.
He is not in that category. Don't you even fix your mouth to say that.
Nas literally made one of the greatest albums ever and then said, nah.
So you guys don't think that Jay-Z should be up there? I didn't hear anybody say anything about him.
I thought about Jigga too, but nah.
No.
Why wouldn't you think he deseres to be up there?
The 2010s.
I thought about Kanye too, but Kanye fell off a cliff halfway through the decade. So
Kanye never recovered after his mom, and that was so unfortunate because it was just it was just he was lost.
He had a hell of a run, though. He had a hell of a run.
He did.
If this is the early 2000s, then I would say Kanye off top. I would say from 2000 to 2010, you could definitely put Kanye on that list. So let me ask y'all this, because we're naming a lot of singles rappers. Y'all don't think a group belong up there? Because honestly, if you really think about it, the Migos has been hot since they came out.
I was thinking about the Migos too, but I was like,
I feel like that could fit. If a group could be one entity, if you're doing the Mount Rushmore. So let's not. Look, we make up the rules. We're the ones making the conversation. We can say whatever we want to.
I guess.
I just feel like Future was like way more popping than Migos.
With the other ones, the reason I feel like, okay, put them on there is because lyrically, great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually vibe because of what they're saying. It's not just for fun. It's like kind of like literally applicable to life. You know what I'm saying? Like real life, real lyrics, real situations. That's a lot of what we love about hip hop is that it expresses like real stuff. Like you could be, if I'm not motivated, I could listen to Drake and some stuff as he talks about his journey on just being an entrepreneur and just being in rap, being in life, whatever. I could get motivated. If I'm thinking about social issues or I'm thinking about how Black I want to feel today or how great Kendrick Lamar is a great person, J. Cole on how he navigates being different in cliche hip hop versus real hip hop and how he stays authentic. Like there's something I can really get from that. I'm not getting shit from Migos. I'm sorry. Like it's fun and it's cute. But
I get what you're saying, but they started a trend. They started a culture. They
started rap that we can't understand. Okay, if you
want
to put
and that shit's been popping ever since.
And it's been popping for 10. Here's my retort. Because I agree with you. I understand what you're saying. They don't have substance in for you. But isn't a big part of music about having fun? Isn't a big part of hip hop about being able to have fun and dance party and relax and not think about? I mean, it's good to think about these social issues, but at the same time, isn't it also important for us to kind of just forget that for a little bit and relax and have fun?
Of course,
I feel like the Migos provides that in spades.
But all of those guys that I named do the same thing. Like Drake has party songs, J. Cole has fun songs, Kendrick Lamar has great songs that aren't so serious or social conscious, but Migos, there's like the same message in every song. Let's just
I think Migos definitely deserve some kind of
cars and
hoes. Hey, slippery. Excuse me.
So Easy, you was okay. So I said he get happy about Migos. So name 3 Migos songs.
I got you, bro. Walk It Like I Talk It. We got Bad and Bougie. And we got Versace. What's up, my brother? I know my Migos. You ain't got to worry about that. I know my Migos. You ain't ever got to worry about me not knowing the Migos, okay?
Listen,
I know my shit about them.
It's not going to make you think too hard. Sometimes you need to come out of that social conscious area and just have fun, man. Just get lit. You know what I'm saying? We lit. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's something that's important too. Is it
okay? So if you say we should have fun and get lit, okay. What about some of the other artists who are just fun? Like what is his name?
I ain't gonna lie. I thought about Lil Baby. But I feel like he didn't really get started until like later.
Or what about like Little John or what's his other name?
Yeah, this is 2010s though. Do you?
Yeah, they're before like 2008. Okay.
Yeah,
2000s. T-Pain has an argument to be at the seat at the table. Sure.
T-Pain has an argument to be seen at both tables in the early 2000s and in the 2010s because for like 7-8 summers, T-Pain was out on had a song on the radio.
Every club, like those are my great club days. And T-Pain, you could not have a party nowhere without T-Pain. Okay.
So I guess we gotta figure it out. So who
hold on, 16. You gotta say which two are replacing Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole.
No, I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying that either one of them should be replaced because I don't feel like I'm qualified to say. I feel like I'm qualified to say that because I'm not the biggest fan. I like Drake a lot, but I'm not the world's biggest J. Cole guy. I don't dislike Kendrick, but I don't just turn him on neither. And that's not hating on him. It's just that's not where my mind goes to when I want to listen to something. So that is not making me a hater. It's
I think for me, Debo made a great point about Migos. But I'm gonna still go with Future just because I feel like Future had a lot more hits. He's been a lot more consistent.
He crossed over big time, man.
He had a lot more controversy. All them babies he got.
Yeah. I mean,
he can afford it, so
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Future just because I feel like the resume is a little bit better.
Yeah, you can make an argument too for. I know Rick Ross. You brought up Rick Ross. You can make an argument for Rick Ross too, because it's not like
he's had some good albums in the 2010s.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and he did bring us Wingstop. So, I like Rick Ross. I mean, I like Migos. I really do like the Migos. I think Migos, but I equally like Future just as much. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been listening to Future since 2010, and so. I can definitely say I heard of Future before I heard of Migos, so I'm gonna say Future.
All right. So I'm gonna steal Eazy's usually because he's the numbers guy. I'm usually giving him the finger. I'm like, bleep your numbers. I'm going off of feeling. But based on numbers, you got to put Eminem up there. If he's the top selling artist of the 2010s, then he has to go on the Mount Rushmore based on the fact that he outsold all these other guys that are on here. So he has to go up there just based on that. Debo.
I already said mine. I don't know. I guess I would have to say it would be for me between, I guess I would have to say T-Pain, because looking back on the verses, I myself forgot how many songs and for how long he was relevant, not to mention how many artists he helped behind the scenes, you know, over the years, like whether it was writing, producing, or whatever. I don't know. I would just act for a different sound too, because, you know, he had a whole sound with the era with the, you know, the voice and that trend for a very long time. Yeah. That was a whole movement. Yes, that was a whole incredible movement. So I do think that you guys made a good point about how Migos brought something different. However, I think overall, from the point of view of sounds, innovation, all of that stuff, helping other artists behind the scenes and staying relevant for a long time, and having club bangers hit after hit, I would have to say one of my people would be T-Pain.
Yeah, and you mentioned features and songwriting, and like, you know, I'm just thinking about Future's work, but Future's got some really good features out there too. So
I just really wish he wasn't such a douche. Like, you know, it just makes it so hard.
Hey, you know, the biggest argument, you know, I talk about with my brother about, you know, that athlete can do whatever the hell he wants off the field besides raping or killing somebody.
Right.
As long as he can catch a football on Sundays and do what he got to do, he can do whatever the hell he wants. If he got a speeding ticket, I could care less.
So we hadn't really touched on this too much, and I'm interested to know about this because this is Atlanta related too. So T.I., man, T.I. dropped a song this week where he's basically responding.
We didn't think about that.
Yeah, he's responding to these allegations, and I don't know, man. I'm kind of torn because it's like, you know, when people feel like they're getting character assassinated, they feel like they want to defend themselves. But when you got however many, I forget how many people that's coming out saying that he, you know, this is true. Is it even smart for him to come out with anything trying to defend himself? Like, I don't see what the point is. Like, if you feel like you're getting shafted, go fix your name in court. Don't be making songs about it.
Man,
this is the same people did a whole video in jail, right? Let us not forget that T.I. filmed the whole video while he was in the jail cell. Like, of course he gonna do some stupid shit like that. T.I. with all them big words, and I love T.I. I love Tip, but that motherfucker's stupid, right? And he do some stupid shit, and he do that old bank ass shit. And this is some bank ass shit. Like, instead of just being quiet and letting your fucking name go clear, either in court or behind the scenes, like this shit probably gonna play out. Just let the shit happen. It's some Deshaun Watson shit. Just shut the fuck. He need to learn from Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson ain't saying shit. All communication comes from his lawyer, and that's the smartest thing you could do, right?
Absolutely.
Because when 17, 18 women say that you was forcing yourself on there, I don't believe all of them, but everybody ain't lying, my nigga. The same way Bill Cosby ass, everybody wasn't lying on him. I believe a lot of motherfuckers was lying.
We got to get into that too. I can't believe that dude, man. But
so, like, come on, bro. Like, just shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? If you and your chick was goddamn, you know, kidnapping women and trying to fuck them or some shit, I don't know what it is. It sounds crazy.
Allegedly,
allegedly. But like,
and to Debo's point, like, one way for us to not take your side or take you seriously in said case is for you to come out and make a fucking song about it. Like,
it's like
did he learn nothing from Chicago?
Like, that is a pet peeve of mine, is when artists try to make a song about a situation and that their way of telling their story. It
don't work. Look at ask Robin Thicke about that entire album that he dedicated to Paula Patton, how that worked out.
Future made a song saying your pussy was overrated, which might be the best version of doing some stupid shit. He came out and told us Pierre's pussy was overrated. And I still bank that shit because that shit is a fucking crazy wild ass song.
Fighting again, nightly arguments, inviting the end of the road like it's boys to men. I give you so much grief, got you questioning your choice in men, and all I'm wanting is relief from your poison pen. Cause the writing on your walls got so much venom. At night I recall first sight, tight denim, nearly crashed the whip from the sight that was in them. Clearly that's the that enticed in the beginning. Compatibility was the ice and all the filling. Betty Crocker cupcakes, Pillsbury dope back, picturesque, yes, no less, call a Kodak. Rewind to a better time, please need to go back. Cause all we do is fight like two fiends trying to blow crack out the same pipe. Puff, puff, no passing. You keep the muff cuff, no passion. Loving you, it's killing me in this, and I can see anger. Only one thing, because loving you is killing me in this, and I can see anger. I gotta do it I think I'm gonna see. I accept you. You try to change me. Hoops a step through, try to Danny Ainge me and take me out of my game, lock and cage me. Like Travolta, you try to Nick Cage me and switch faces with a man who could understand you much better in nowhere's places. It's my fault, I'm the one that chased this. Now I'm in the ball, brown liquor, no chases. Trying to keep it all together like shoelaces. Will you be on my Facebook, looking through pages, asking who's this, who's that, where you met her? On the DL, deleting DMs on Twitter. I can't live like this, but I ain't no quitter. She pushed me to the brink, knowing I won't hit her, knowing I won't sweat her, knowing I don't get her. Yo, shorty is my dead Jane letter, cause loving you is killing me in this, and I can see I ain't the man for you. Only one thing, because loving you is killing me in this, and I can see I ain't the man for you. I gotta do what I think I'm gonna fall back. I'm falling back in my love. I'm falling back into love. Or you, or whatever the case is, I'm wasting on both time. I'm falling back in my love. I'm falling back into love. Or you, or whatever the case is, I'm wasting on both time. See the time that I'm wasting, I could be out doing my thing, skirt chasing, but nah, you was worth all the effort I placed in. I popped the bubble wrap that your heart was cased in. I double back and see that it was my flirtation that hurt more than anything, cause words have weight, man. You tell sweet nothings to an outside party. I'm the one that fumbled the ball on the 40. Loving you is killing me in this, and I can see I ain't the man for you. Only one thing, because loving you is killing me in this, and I can see I ain't the man for you. I gotta do it I think I'm gonna fall back. I just this time, man, realize it. I'm not the one for you. You're not the one for me. And we need to just fall back. Yeah, I mean,
there. I was just confused at the fact of why the timing just don't seem correct on that. Like Debo was saying, just shut the hell up, man. Like, don't say anything.
Dude,
your name is already out there.
You literally have millions of dollars. You're paying lawyers by the hour.
But this is
there
what
is
you have
no
to
way
understand.
a single person on your legal team was like, you should should do that.
But you have to understand. But you have to understand who he is as a man. He is extremely egotistical. And when you have men who cannot control their emotions because they're ego driven, which T.I. is extremely chauvinistic and ego driven, even though I like him as an artist, but like he said some really chauvinistic things about women. So the fact that women are coming to assassinate his character and mess with his money, him being quiet is just going to be very difficult because he feels like, I'm not going to let nobody shit on my name kind of thing. So he feel like no matter what somebody tells him, he's going to try to do what he wants to do. And then I'm pretty sure he's been counseled against it, and he just think he know better. So, I mean, honestly, the stories were dying down to an extent. You know what I'm saying? He just kind of re-aggravated the situation.
I mean,
so you're right. Maybe the song wasn't the best way to go. Maybe being quiet isn't the right thing to do. I mean, go take an interview with Ellen DeGeneres for all I care, but don't put out
no,
the
don't,
damn song.
no, he don't need to
Like,
talk to her
I'm just
neither.
saying.
No.
I'm just saying.
No.
There's other ways for you to say your piece
Right.
than to make a damn song.
So let me ask y'all a question. Have any of y'all ever watched the Boondocks?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
That
there's an
nigga
episode of the
guilty.
Boondocks when this is what T.I. is always living in, a nigga moment. He always
Debo,
degrades
is
himself
he-
down to reacting instead of using his brain, and that's what this
Is he-
song was. It was a nigga moment.
So is he the
was upset.
chair? Is the chair been thrown already, or is T.I. the moment before the chair is thrown?
The chair was thrown whenever the allegations came out. And the chair was thrown when a couple of weeks ago they was in the news going to the church. Remember, they went to the church and they was talking at the church, him and Tiny saying that, you know, we gonna beat these allegations, blah, blah, blah. That was the chair being thrown because he felt like this shit ain't going away soon enough. And so the nigga moment is, well, let me just get my name out there because people gonna respond to my music because I'm the king of the South, right? Like Diva said, he's egotistical. So he gotta clear his name up. I know because I was a victim of nigga moments plenty of times in my life. The reason I got my name was a nigga moment, bro. They call me Debo for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a fucking idiot. But young Debo was a fucking idiot. Old Debo, 38-year-old Debo, I got some wisdom behind me, right? I'm smarter now. Now I'm still stupid, but I ain't that stupid. You feel me?
Educated, if you will.
I'm educated. I understand. I done had some experience behind me. And I know now you can't react to every situation. Sometimes you just gotta just take it on the chin, come back stronger the next time. You ain't always gotta be like, oh no, fuck you, nigga. I'm the nigga. I'm Debo.
Nah. When
I
they
mean,
told me I wasn't gonna
some
be an Ant-Man no more, that would have been my time to be like, man, I just lost some Marvel money. I need to really get my shit.
Really look in the mirror.
And
I mean, I think
making these mistakes.
Yes. Sometimes, and my whole thing is this: everybody, like for years, they got a reputation in Atlanta. Like, please, let's be clear, they have a reputation for being about certain things. However, if he would have just shut up, I mean, if you listen to a lot of the stories, it's like 80 to 70% consent. So it would have played out appropriately. Unfortunately, it would have probably went in their favor because as long as you're not kind of, and it sounds horrible what I'm trying to say, but it's just the way the law is literally written. To a point, this stuff was consensual. It's extreme gray area and what parts switch from consent to not consent. Okay, as long as you weren't dealing with underage women, you probably would have beat your case if you just shut the hell up. Do you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of it was old. A lot of it happened several years ago. It's going to be very hard to have any kind of evidence. Just shut up. I mean, a lot. And plus, unfortunately, you're still in a powerful position. You should have just said, you know what? My wife and I, to our knowledge, only engaged in consensual things. And so, unfortunately, if people are claiming otherwise, we will allow our attorneys to do research and handle it. And that should have just been the end of it. But unfortunately, his ego, you know, and this is the truth. He had a lot of other business deals going on with some very powerful people. He pissed the wrong people off and they came for him. You know what I'm saying? When he went on that like assassination tour of this other company, like overseas, like a couple of months before, where he called them out for supporting slavery and that he owed like these people reparations. That is a very powerful company. And I'm pretty sure this was his payback. Just to be honest, it pretty much.
It always happens. It always happens.
Yeah, it does.
Companies, billionaires are always going to beat down on a millionaire. Like, and I don't know if people don't understand that shit. Like Deshaun Watson, for everything that has been said about that man, We didn't hear any of these allegations at all until he said he wanted to leave out of Houston. And then all of a sudden it just started coming out. You can't tell me that the owner didn't have this shit in his back, his trump card. This nigga had the fucking big joker. And he was just like, oh, really, nigga? Bop, give me all first thing. Like, that's what he did. And that's what this shit is. Like, it always happens. And like, you can get by it. Listen, I mean, I hate to say it like this. God rest Kobe's soul. This could have been a Kobe Bryant thing where you could have handled this shit out of court, had the peoples pay an undisclosed amount of money because you got it, and had some NDAs drawn up that people can't say shit or else your lawyers is going to come for everything they own and they mamas. And then you would have been straight. It would just disappear. You could have got your Marvel shit back. You could have got everything back. But you didn't. You out here making songs and shit because you still living in a 2005 nigga moment of doing dumb shit. And that's why black people fail, because we can't separate from being a nigga. And I get it because I struggle with it on a daily. The wrongest thing that the government could have did was let me purchase a handgun, because I feel like I got to pull that shit 10 times out of 10 every day, but I don't.
And that's true shit. That's true shit, bro.
Listen, I'm a big nigga, and I used to fight. I don't fight no more. I'm not going to go to jail for fighting. I'm going to go to jail for killing you.
So we talked about T.I. and his mishap of dropping this song. And that brings us to another, we were mentioning him in passing. So Bill Cosby was up for parole, and he didn't get parole because he refused to participate in some treatment for sex offenders. So he's still out here proclaiming his innocence, and it's over in that aspect, man. So if you want to take your ass home, why not just go ahead and comply with that, man? I don't know what to say with this guy, man. I just don't know.
You can't
do that.
have
Bill Cosby die in jail, bro. That man need to take
But this
classes,
is the thing.
bro.
This man is a powerful man. And whether you respect him or not, let's just be clear. This man is extremely powerful. Anything about powerful men, once again, ego, pride. This man, in his own way, still has a legacy to protect. As long as he got convicted and thrown in jail, he can still maintain his innocence. The first moment he steps his ass inside that class, he admits fault. He admits that they were right and he was wrong. And anybody can get thrown in jail for something, and you can always say, they convicted me, but this is some BS. As soon as you actually go to a class, that's like admitting that you have a problem. It's admitting that you did this. And I'm not gonna lie, the system strategically sets you up for this so that everybody can go, oh, he's rehabilitated, oh, he did this. But guess what? To an extent, people are still on the fence about this situation, that, like Debo said about T.I., I believe some of them, but then some of them I don't. Some of them have come out and said they lied. So to an extent, he can still protect who he is. And we all know that he's known for being a stubborn son of a bitch. So if you think he's gonna go do this and admit that he is this person, he's like, I don't give a fuck. My wife left me, my kids are dead. He's at this point, he's like, it is what it is. I got time.
Wait a minute, did you just kill his kids and his wife?
Yeah, I was about to say, I had no idea his kids were dead.
No,
okay. We only got one. What's one of them is, and his wife is still with him. Jesus.
No, well, years ago, I do believe one of his sons.
Yeah,
he had a son to die. No, but he had a daughter that right before he went to jail, she was like 40-something years old, and she unfortunately passed away. And then when he did go to jail, his wife filed for divorce. So whether she went through with it or not, I don't know. But I do know that he's had a lot of trauma.
So let me say this, okay? I love the Cosby Show. It was revolutionary for black people, and I still watch it to this day. But fuck Bill Cosby, right? Fuck that old motherfucker. Not because he was a rapey ass motherfucker. That's true. He a rapey motherfucker, right? But at the same time, he also was a victim of the times, right? Because there's plenty of white people that were racist as fuck back in the day that all of a sudden are not racist anymore. We don't say shit about it, right? But I digress. Bill Cosby ain't shit because he is a motherfucker that perpetuates fucking stereotypes against his own fucking people, and he do that shit. He been doing that shit forever. I said, listen, you go back and listen to our archives. I said Bill Cosby was a shit back in 2006 when he tried to buy fucking NBC, right? He ain't shit. And he came out on CNN. He dog walked every millennial black person on the planet. Fuck Bill Cosby for those reasons. But also because he ain't shit and he a rapey bastard. But at the same time, are we really gonna, I mean, everybody was doing it back then. They were giving people quaaludes. They were fucking raping women. That's just what it was, right? Even as early as the 90s, men were raping women in college because they was taking drunk girls home from the club and having sex with them. I remember these things, right? At the same time, you can learn from your experiences and you can become a better person. Bill Cosby ain't learned from his experiences. He don't want to learn from his experiences. He don't give a fuck. So fuck Bill Cosby. Let him stay in jail. Don't come out. Don't come out, nigga. Keep your old motherfucking ass in there. We doing good.
But to that point though, let's play devil's advocate for a second, because there was just very few women who said something was slipped in their drink, whereas a lot of other women said they were offered something in which you should make an informed decision to take or not to take. And like you said, that was the times everybody was doing stuff. So of course people were being offered all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I want to know what's the hell the difference between him and Hugh Hefner that was clearly doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
he didn't get charged.
He didn't get charged. Not to mention, he's still a black man in the 60s. So if these charges would have appeared, being that it was extremely a racist time, he was huge, but he wasn't big enough to not be taken down. So I just do find it awfully convenient when he's very old and not really as powerful as he was or had the connections that he had. Now's the time that we're going to make him accountable. Very convenient, in my opinion.
It's always convenient when it's a black person, right? And it's always a non-factor when it's a white person. Right, like you just said.
Well, it's a non-factor while they're alive, and then it's a factor when they're dead, and they can't. You know what I'm saying? For white guys, it's like, oh, they did all. Now they want to talk about it because they're dead. Yeah, it's definitely.
Woody Allen.
They don't want you to have a legacy. Oh my
Woody
God,
Allen
that
is
guy
a
is
pessimist.
horrible.
I mean, not pessimist. He is a what the fuck word am I looking for?
A pedophile.
Pedophile. Thank you. Pessimist. He's a pedophile, right?
Right.
He literally married his daughter.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Use that word. Just say that. He married his daughter. Stepdaughter, I don't give a fuck. He married her. And she was what, 16 at the time?
Yeah.
Still making movies.
Or how they let them leave the
country. Him now.
He's old and nobody cares about him. Of course he can get canceled. He's not relevant.
But
hasn't been relevant since the 2000s.
The same thing with these people that come by talking about some, they're making it a color thing, and the fact that, I'll jump on something race related in a minute. But I'm with Debo on that thing with Bill Cosby. It's like, they got some people, they need to free Bill Cosby. Now, fuck that. Bottom line, whether he was black, white, whatever it is, don't be raping women, man. It just comes down to don't. I know
at the end of the day,
don't rape women.
Just like 16 would say, just don't rape women. At the end of the day,
don't rape women, man.
I think the problem is that there's plenty of people who were raping women today are still raping women, and they're not being touched because they are white. I think it's something to be said that no matter how powerful you are as a black person, you still a nigga to these white folks.
Yeah, and it's fucked up that they went to get him.
These
but
white
it still
folks
circles
still
back to the fact.
It
still circles back to the fact that they went and got the black man, but don't rape women. Don't.
Listen, everybody should know you shouldn't rape women.
Yes.
But think about the topics of your show today. I've brought up 3 different situations with Deshaun Watson, T.I., and Bill Cosby, where all of these men were fine in their spaces and what they were doing until they wanted to step out of the norm from what these white people wanted them to do. And then they are being taken down. Right?
But
Bill
not
Cosby
only that,
Bill Cosby literally wasn't fucking with nobody and was fine until he tried to buy NBC. And they said, oh, no, nigga. You ain't that powerful. Right? Yeah. He was in position to buy NBC. And they said, no, motherfucker, you crazy. And they took his
But this is the formula, though, because this is the formula. And this is why, like, you have some people who, when you really see your life, you gauge it in 5, 10, 15, 20, 30-year increments. You have to live your life abidingly or accordingly, because white people who go after you this way, they always get you on your vice.
Mm-hmm.
And for a lot of these men, it's going to be sex. Now, this is a thing. It only comes to when you're getting above where they want you to be. You know, T.I. was up for a big position in a government in Atlanta. They shut that down because, you know, he's, you know, active. Now, this dude is a major criminal, but he, you know, he was going to be influential onto like some kind of task force, or he was going to be given a position. When he starts shooting his mouth off overseas, it's kind of like, no, when they want to humble you and keep you from going above where you're truly independent, you know what I'm saying, financially, where you don't answer to anybody, they will use your vice against you. So the moral of the story is live your life and control your vices so that, you know, they will not use them against you, because that's exactly what they do. And when they get to a certain level of fame, they had normal lives, normal rich, normal sex. The more money you make, the weirder they get, the more weird, crazy stuff they're into. And all of these white people are into this stuff, but you're black, so you're disposable. So, you know, we gonna let you come into these weird parties and participate in all this crazy stuff. But then when push comes to shove, we're gonna use it against you. Because Bill Cosby was partying with all of these same rich white people, right?
That are running
Was
these
doing this
corporations and running these networks.
They
right
all
now.
were at these parties. They were all at these mansions. They were all at these gatherings. But then he's the one who's going to catch it. And then they're only going to use it against the other ones if they don't do what they say. As soon as these people stepped out of line as to what the top real percent was telling them to do, now, the athlete is a different story, but that was once again controlled because he wanted to leave the team or whatever. Allegedly, they probably pulled this out to squash him.
The way that went down.
It was super
I was about to
convenient.
say.
Correct.
Super convenient.
I mean, they did.
They introduced. Here's the thing that I think really we missing. These people in power are introducing these African Americans to the lifestyle, right? Bill Cosby.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
Into the shit. They're showing you. They're giving it to you, and they're recording it like a fucking Rolodex, so they can just pull that shit out whenever they ready. And like you said, just don't do shit. Just go fuck home. This is why I go home.
I mean,
PlayStation.
Right.
But
you see how hard they tried to come for Obama. Now, whether we really think he did something for black people or not, but when he got in office and they really tried to come for him, they didn't come for him. They couldn't find nothing. They went after his pastor. You know what I'm saying? Like something.
They started talking about his suit. He wore a fucking tan suit. They got on him.
Yeah.
I mean,
but no,
that's
I
how,
will say,
you know,
under the Sean Watson piece real quick. And, you know, we don't know if it's true or not with the team coming up with this shit or not. But what I know about the NFL has legal teams and security teams that know more than the actual like local police departments.
Yes.
So I find it 100% weird that they did not know about this and trade his ass before the news broke. I find that 100% weird because, you know, I can't name a specific player off the rip, but there have been times where players get traded and you're like, wow, why did they trade that player? And then all of a sudden this shit comes out about them doing whatever it was. And you're like, oh.
All right. So easy has come to that time. What are we fighting about this week, sir?
All right, man. Since we got my boy Debo on, we have to go with a sports version of One Gotta Go. So I made it a little interesting because I didn't want to. There's so many sports and there's so many sports that people probably don't like. So I didn't want to just segment it into like 4 different sports. So I got the 3 main ones. I got football, basketball, and baseball. And then I have other. So if there's a sport that's not on this list that you can't fucking stand, you can say, hey, this sport, I hate it. It can go, can't stand it. But before we go any further, off the rip, football stand. It's not going anywhere. It is very safe. For me, tennis can definitely get the fuck out. I love Serena. I love Venus. Don't like watching tennis. don't like playing it, it can go.
Okay, so what's the list again?
So we got basketball, football, baseball, and then any other sport that you can think of where you're like, that sport's trash. Like, why do people watch that?
Okay.
You go first, Debo. Ladies.
Okay, whatever. So this is a really bowling. I don't want to watch that on TV. That's horrible. And I'm not gonna lie, even though I sort of like it. Okay, I'm just gonna go rogue and do two. And NASCAR. After you go through these circles,
those are two good ones. NASCAR
kind of like,
you might make me change mine because NASCAR. Matter of fact, Diva, I'm with you. NASCAR can go.
It's going in the
okay with
it's going in the purple.
That is not a sport at all.
If it was drag racing or something where it's like immediate gratification. But like, I'm so confused. Like, how do you keep running? And now, mind you, I live near NASCAR, okay, in Atlanta, like in the suburbs. But it's just kind of like in a lot of circles, and then like people can stop and do other stuff, and then you get back out there and you do the laps, and it's just like you lose track of who's exactly in the lead after so many laps. So yeah.
Diva wins the game tonight. It's definitely NASCAR. I don't know why I didn't think
I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. NASCAR is terrible. Now, I have friends who love NASCAR. They're white, by the way.
Oh, gotta be.
Because they're not black. And they will tell you it's about the G's or something or drinking. I don't know. It's all sound like a bunch of bullshit to me. However, I would take the entire other category, and that's every sport that's not the first three over baseball. And I'll tell you why. Baseball is a sport that is designed for white people to succeed. And that's it. And they not even succeeding anymore. It's a bunch of Dominicans now. It is literally the most boring shit. Baseball is the longest fucking sport next to NASCAR where they don't do shit but stand in the fucking field and wait for the ball to come to them. And if they don't come to you, you're just standing there. Where's the athletic prowess of standing in the fucking field?
Hey, man. Listen.
Wait, where is the fucking athletic? I mean, I've seen some amazing catches in baseball, but I can catch a fucking baseball too, right? Like, fuck out of here. Like,
man,
football and basketball are way not even professional wrestling, just real wrestling. Greco-Roman wrestling is a much better sport than baseball. Badminton is a better sport than fucking baseball. I will watch a motherfucker hit a 17.
Debo, you reaching. Jesus Christ.
I know Easy loves baseball.
Listen, and I'm gonna tell you
because I'm a baseball player, man.
I rocks for my Braves, but listen, fuck baseball, bitch, because baseball ain't done shit to let me down 100 times over. Fuck baseball. They won't even let motherfuckers into their Hall of Fame because of some bullshit. Like, fuck you, baseball. Kiss my ass. Baseball doesn't even recognize the Negro Leagues. Fuck you, baseball.
Wait a minute, seriously?
They do recognize it now.
I'm gonna say Easy clean this up because I'm about to jump over to his side.
Yeah, I was about to say, they do recognize it now.
It took hella long though, bro.
It took. Now, granted, that's why NASCAR is on the list for me because that was still the only sports event where you could wave the Confederate flag and be cool with it. They just now said, "Hey guys,
they
shouldn't do that anymore."
And that's true. And that's true. But they know they fan base, and I can't fuck with that. Baseball don't know they fan base, and they still wasn't letting black people out. Some of the best baseball players of all time been black, and they wouldn't even let the Negro League. I feel like that just happened not too long ago, right? Fuck you, baseball. Yeah, you can go. You can go with your racist fucking hierarchy and your fucking piece of shit ass managers and your fuck ass fucking owners. Kiss my ass, baseball.
But you fuck with Acuna though, right?
Than football players and basketball players. Baseball players get paid for not doing shit. There's a motherfucker that all he do is hit the ball. He don't even play in the outfield. Designated hitter. That's the most overpaid position in all sports. Fuck baseball. Baseball can go. But
Acuna's your boy though, right?
That's my boy.
I mean,
that's my boy.
But if you think about the hierarchy of sports, baseball makes sense because white dudes get paid for doing nothing. The higher up you are, the less you do, the more you get paid. Because baseball to me is mostly like an anticipation sport, especially because I used to play outfield. It's anticipation. I mean, once the ball comes out there, you got to perform, but most of the game, you just get paid to stand out there.
I was about to say,
it's not once, but the ball.
Ask your local right fielder. He's probably getting paid just to chill out there for most of the time.
I'm just saying, like, they put the worst players in that outfield, and they really don't do shit. I mean, I've seen a couple of great catches. I'm not even gonna say that some of them ain't been athletic. Quote. But
I will say, when those line drives do come out there at 45, 50 plus miles an hour, it hurts when you catch it. That's all I'm saying.
It also hurts to cross the middle on a screen on a pass and get crammed by a fucking linebacker. That shit hurts.
Yes.
Way worse.
Listen,
yes, it does.
To me, which we'll talk about this another day because I do have a problem with that. And, it is to me race-based because the fact that the other sports, especially like soccer and baseball, don't have salary caps, but football does. Does basketball have a salary cap?
They do.
They do, but their contracts are guaranteed. So whatever the players get paid,
they get paid.
All right. Okay. So even in basketball, the career longevity is way longer than football. Football is maybe if you can possibly squeeze 3 years. If you can get 5 years in the league, that's doing something because it's so dangerous that your career can be over at any moment. I mean, that's why some people opt to play other sports, but soccer, baseball, hockey, like all of these other sports, the longevity is way more and they get paid way more. Football players don't make shit.
And this is what's funny. Some football players do make money. The highest paid football player on the team is always the quarterback. And how many black quarterbacks are in the league? Easy. Can you tell me that? I believe you can
probably less than 10 that are starters.
Yeah,
to Debo's point.
It ain't many.
Right.
Matter of fact,
So
I'm gonna list
them.
I'm gonna list them right now while 16 gives his answer.
Because I can name 5 off top. And
that's what I'm saying. I got Lamar, Mahomes.
So for me, me giving my one gotta go. For me, it's golf. Golf can get the fuck out. It can just go. I mean, I ain't never.
All of Debo's rant, but for golf.
Yeah,
that's another.
I ain't never. Yeah, I was gonna say I ain't never
that's
sat
the
down
only sport
and said,
where a white guy with a beer belly can be like the best at.
Yeah, I'm gonna just crank up and just I'm gonna watch the U.S. Open and watch Jim Nance whisper while some guy's trying to hit a ball, and there's no athleticism involved in that. Have you seen John Daly? Hell, Trump, that was his sport to play golf. Trump ain't never done nothing athletic his entire life, and all of a sudden
But you gotta walk so much. Like golf is way harder than
professional
golfers
don't get the ride in the cart like Trump and his
don't
fucking
get me
homies.
wrong now. Play out there playing golf is one thing, but you watching it, it's on TV. No thanks. I'm good on that.
No, walking with the dumb motherfuckers that's walking too. Like everybody walking to the next hole is the dumbest shit I ever seen.
So I'm good on that. So that shit can go. I'm with Easy. The one that's definitely staying is football for sure. But golf can just go away. If there's like golf is ending, they'd be like, well, okay, cool.
Hey, who y'all quarterback this year, by the way?
I put Jameis on the list actually, because I hope he's our starter.
Is he y'all quarterback?
I mean, look, dog, it's what we got. It's what we got, man.
I hate Matt Ryan, but Jameis Winston ain't shit.
Look, we got. Debo, we know that, okay?
Look, all I'm interested in is that if we go ahead and sweep the Falcons this year, whatever, man.
I'm getting a kick out of that shit.
What's the greatest night of my life?
He's saying that now that Drew Brees is gone. Drew Brees been kicking his ass for 15 years, and now he can talk now.
He ain't gonna kick my ass next year.
Motherfucker.
Hey, look, so seriously, I got all the black quarterbacks named real quick. Let me know if I missed any. So we got Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes, I put Jameis Winston down.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he's our starter. God. Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
I hope Justin Fields is the starter for Chicago, so I put him down.
He will be in about 5-6 weeks, I guarantee.
Okay. Deshaun Watson, and then Dak Prescott. Did I miss anybody?
Tyrod Taylor.
Starter?
Ain't he gonna start? Ain't because Deshaun ain't gonna be playing this year. Not in the beginning. Did he just get picked up by Texas?
Well, if we count Tyrod, that's exactly 10.
And that's it, bro. That's it. That is it. 10. And not all of them gonna guarantee to start.
Teddy might be a super 11. Because Teddy might not start.
Teddy might not start. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you talking about, and this is in today's NFL, right? Most of these teams are always going to pay a white quarterback. And think about it. Think how much money Cam Newton going to make next year, like $6 million. That's cheap.
it.
That's cheap compared to like fucking. The most expensive
Big Ben.
This is Mahomes because he got a Super.
Who is he playing for next year? By the way, Cam Newton.
He's back on the Patriots.
Yeah. He gonna start.
Okay.
They ready for Mac Jones to start.
We're getting into random now, real quick. And Debo, I know it's been a while since you did this. It usually turns into a rant, but it's whatever comes to your mind. It's a random thought, whether it's something that's funny, something that's been bothering you, or it could be something profound that you want to put out there. I don't know who want to take the plunge first, so Debo, he may want to just go ahead and jump in first. I don't know. Or we could wait and give him a second to come up with a random thought. Because I know I always got something with this. I'm always the guinea pig.
Oh, we know you do.
I'm a rant. Well, I just want to say this real fast then to give Debo a chance.
Knew it. There it is.
That. Of course, I'm always running with something. So I just want to say black people. I'm talking specifically to my people, black people. I just want to let you know that there are other cakes you can make besides red velvet. Okay? Just putting that out there.
It's so fucking nigga. It's a nigga cake, and I'm sick of it.
Yes.
I agree with you.
I mean, goddamn. Let's learn a new hole. Okay? I know you good. Red velvet cupcakes, red velvet pancakes.
Red velvet everything. That's it.
Stop.
Everything you don't need red velvet pancakes. I don't need no red velvet, perfume. I don't need that shit.
Yeah.
Like y'all going to.
You got me choking over here. Oh my god.
So yes. So please. I'm begging y'all to learn a new hole. Every time I go to a black function, like, well, we got some red velvet cake. Well, fuck, man. God damn, can we just try something else? It might be good.
Hey,
and that's all
between
really
that and pound cake, bro. That's facts. Between that and pound cake, that's facts.
And that's my random. We got to learn something else besides red velvet. I'm just saying.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Ooh, I got one now. See, because I'm fat, and now you got me thinking about food. I was gonna do something like socially constructive, but I'm gonna just be a nigga. Some of y'all motherfuckers can't grill, and y'all need to stop posting y'all pictures online. Like, I'm just sick of seeing dry ass ribs online. Like, if I see your ribs and they falling off the bone, that ain't a properly cooked rib, bitch. Like, your rib's supposed to be tender where you can bite through it, but that shit ain't supposed to be falling off the bone. And I'm sick of y'all posting these plates online of your devil eggs looking ashy as fuck, of these nasty ass greens. That shit look terrible, bro. It's summertime, and I know we about to grill and shit, because, I'm a grill master. But y'all niggas need to really look at some fucking YouTube videos on how to fucking smoke and grill, because it's a difference, bitch. It's a difference. You posting these ghetto-ass plates with your fucking nasty-looking coleslaw shit that got raisins in it. That ain't it. That ain't the move. Nah.
No raisins, man.
Damn.
Debo was made for this game. Debo, you got something in the chamber?
Oh, yes, I do. I've been waiting on this for a couple days now. Hold on, let me take a sip right quick.
Oh, boy.
Sips wine.
So, I'm finna come from a black woman real quick. So, I am qualified before you say anything. I am a master cosmetologist, but let me tell y'all about this shit y'all do in the streets. I do not want to see bonnets anywhere outside of your bedroom. It is inappropriate. Please stop that shit. Please stop wearing Ugg slippers. They're for the house. They are not an outside accessory. It does not look cute. It looks black version of trashy trailer park to be running to the grocery store in a bunny, running to the airport to travel in a bunny. Let me tell you something. If your hair is not together, there's no humidity, there's no rain going on in the airport. So take that shit off. It's horrible. I don't want to see it. Y'all always talking about y'all trying to find a date, need a man or whatever. But let me tell you what's not going to happen, sis. You're not going to find one with a bunny on your head. You could be walking past a man who was interested, but because you look like that, he kept walking. So I'm going to just need y'all to figure it out. You could do a ponytail. You could take your hair down. You could just look presentable. It used to be back in the day. Our grandmothers, our aunties, our moms, they told us, like, when you leave the house, you need to care about how you look. Now, I'm going to tell you, there are some women who think I do too much because I put on lip gloss and I make sure my hair looks laid before I get on camera or I walk out this house. But let me tell you something. It is called pride. Y'all need to find it. You cannot be running around with a Louis Vuitton or a Gucci purse and you got a bunny on your head and some freaking Ugg slippers. It looks horrible. So just please stop it. Thank you. That's all I have to say.
Scorching hot take from
Thank you. Easy. Do you have a rant?
I don't have a rant.
Wait. I got a question for the master cosmetologist. What's up with the damn eyelashes? Like,
child, I don't know, with the butterflies to take you away. Oh, let's talk about that too. When you pull up to the red light, I see your goddamn eyelashes before I see you. That is a problem. And let me tell you, as a professional, your eyelashes are only meant to carry so much weight, and those eyelashes are going to destroy your real lashes. And at some point, you're going to always have to wear lashes, I don't know, on your skin because you're not going to have any more lashes. Let me just also be clear. There's not a man on this earth that thinks that's attractive.
It's not.
Ever at all, period. He's only not going to tell you, sis, because he doesn't want to get in an argument. He doesn't want to woman-splain, and he just don't want no smoke. But when men walk around and your eyelashes look like this, like they're taking off,
like a
he
damn
is
traffic
so
light.
Embarrassed. But he's not going to tell you that. And
you look like a camel. Yeah.
Yeah, you pretty much look like a camel. It's horrible. And let me tell you,
my own personal traffic light.
Yes. Or, I mean, it's a cloud, whichever. And then I know y'all not cleaning them with eyelash cleanser either. So listen, stop doing that. So if we can go back to some reasonable lashes, no bonnets, and Ugg slippers are just that, meant for the house. How you gonna track your nasty ass slippers from outside and then wear them inside? No, sis, stop doing it. Just stop. It's not.
I had this one in the chamber. She was waiting to have this lit up. She was like, okay, tonight is the night on this, and she just scorched the
Hey,
earth on
I've been gone for 3 weeks. You know, I had to come back and give y'all something to work with.
And that's exactly what you did. Jeez. Don't cross her. Keep your bonnet at home.
Thank you for clarifying the eyelash thing, because that shit just looks stupid as fuck to me. I just wanted to understand.
No,
what nigga
it
said, I
really
like this.
is. None ever in life.
Look at that
And
face.
we ain't gonna talk about when I can see your glue all matted up on the top of your lashes. That's nasty too. I'm gonna need y'all to see that stuff was not meant to be left on. It's supposed to be reapplied every day. So let's just start with that problem. Y'all out here doing stuff. Listen, look, according to the state of Georgia, and I pay to uphold my license, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not supposed to leave those things on for all the days. Y'all need to stop being lazy and take that shit off at night and then buy new ones. I mean, they can be expensive, but just buy new ones and reapply with brand new glue, and you won't see the glue at all, sis. Not at all. Not at all. Not cute.
Easy, how in the world are you gonna follow that?
Well, first of all, I never try to top Debo because I always know it's probably a 5-star rank coming in, and I just know my place. And you know, for the guys out there, sometimes you just gotta know your role. You know, you gotta know your place in the world. With that being said, I don't know if y'all follow ATL Scoop. I follow ATL Scoop. I feel like it's a must follow, especially if you live in the city of Atlanta. Basically, it's a site where all the world's nosy people let you know what's going on in the city of Atlanta. With that being said, all these people are getting their tires and rims stolen off their cars, and their cars getting put on bricks. I have
Yes.
questions. My first question is, how the hell y'all don't hear them at night taking y'all shit off? My second question is, do these people work for NASCAR or have they worked for NASCAR? Because I feel like it's a very swift process and they do it very seamlessly. My third question is, has somebody been to a used tire store or a pawn shop and seen they homeboys tires for sale? Do you buy them anyway? Do you sell them? Do you tell your boy? Like, how does that work? I have a lot of questions about the whole process from beginning to end. But yeah, I'm truly amazed by these people or these groups of people. They might not know each other. They might just all do the same thing. But y'all really out here taking tires and rims of, fucking Ford Expeditions, Chevy trucks, coupes. I mean, y'all don't mess around. Y'all don't give a fuck.
But EZ, I have another question. Where are they getting the bricks, the endless supply of cinder blocks and bricks? Because this is
that's
Atlanta,
what I'm saying. That's another great question. Like, are they going to Home Depot?
You could just find them.
And
Well, most
this is from my
made
lawn.
of brick no more. So where are y'all getting these bricks from? Debo has the answer. Please tell us.
No, I don't have it. I have another.
He has a question.
I have a question. Why can't the motherfucker get tire locks at the fucking auto parts store? Like, you can get locks for your rims so that people can't take them shits off. That you need a special tool to take it off with, and the tool is specific to your specific lock. So my question is, why y'all niggas ain't using those?
Because most people lose the key to the locks. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Mine have locks, but Debo, I know you don't live in the A no more, but seriously, bro, like, either your shit's gonna end up booted on bricks, or while you go eat at a restaurant with millions of people around, your window's gonna get busted into. I mean, they don't give a fuck right now.
I mean, so here's the answer. Stay at home. Stay the fuck at home. Park in the garage. Don't park on the street. Stop being fucking lazy and parking.
No. Here's the thing, Debo. Some of this is happening in parking garages.
Yes,
like people's apartments.
Who live in the parking garages. It's been, and then these aren't like regular parking garages. These are high-end apartments where you've got celebrities and stuff staying in these places, or bloggers, or what is this one dude? I know him. He
like Debo, like they ruthless out here, bro.
They be stealing equipment.
Buckhead,
they are fast.
Cleveland Avenue. You can get it anywhere.
So stop being rich. Stop flaunting your shit. Don't be rich.
My sister-in-law was in Buckhead at the gym, and she came out, and they had cut a circle in her rear passenger window, slid the glass under the car, and took what they wanted. Like, they didn't even bash the glass. They used a glass cutter, cut a circle out the window, and took what they wanted, and then slid the glass underneath the car.
I know this happened to your sister-in-law, but goddamn, you got to get them these props. They own another level, nigga. That's theory. Listen, that is some fucking.
I admire the precision. To be honest, I mean,
they out here they Italian job that motherfucker right there, man.
Fucking Ocean's 11 type car thievery, nigga. Like, you got the respect.
with past
NASCAR.
car insurance information. Like, I worked in car insurance and working with partial thefts and stuff like that. I was kind of impressed. Like, okay, that was kind of clean right there. You weren't trying to draw attention. You know, there would be no glass on the ground. It'd be very hard to notice. I said, oh, somebody put some thought in. These were not your average thugs.
See, that was a thief. A thief is gonna do some exquisite shit like that.
Yes.
Exquisite.
Facts.
Yeah, but seriously though, NASCAR crew chiefs, y'all folks ain't come back to work. You know, y'all asking them to come back to work. They in Atlanta just stealing people's shit. I just wanted to let y'all know.
They really are. I really think it's a NASCAR ring, because this is the thing though. Working in insurance, I mean, one, bricks that are going to be able, like cinder blocks, really, who's just driving around with cinder blocks? You need 4 of those motherfuckers. They're heavy as hell. It usually takes more than one person. So you got something to jack up a car, and SUVs and stuff sometimes don't use regular jacks. So you're obviously working with some crazy equipment. So, like, what exactly are they pulling up to steal these cars?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they have a fire drill.
That's easy. Minivan. You go on in 60 seconds, minivan. They pull up in the minivan. Okay. The minivan is unassuming. They don't think a nigga go deep into the minivan. Then you hop out, you go to the back. You could get the fucking car, the floor jack. Put that shit on the one with the wheels. Crank your fucking car up. Put some bricks on the other side. Let it down. Listen, I don't want to show my thuggery on the show.
Yes. It's
but I have known some people that have done some things.
So, Debo,
the answer to the question is a minivan. That's what they steal. It's not even their own minivan. They just stole that minivan to do the shit. So you know.
Speaking that you're doing some things, let's stick with some legal things that you've done. Let's please tell everybody where they can find your pod, all that good stuff, where they can find you on social media, because you are somebody that people need to be following and listening to.
Let me say this. Let me say this before he starts. If you're not friends with Debo or follow him on Instagram, you're missing out on a lot. Now, I will say, the Facebook has been lacking lately because this motherfucker can't stay out of Facebook jail.
I do.
So please let everybody know where they can find more of you derailing conversation.
You can find me at _Big Debo ATL on Twitter. Follow my show, Black Friends Show, on Twitter. We got an Instagram account where we post crazy memes and stupid shit. We got a Facebook page that if I'm not banned, I can see all my co-host Danny Richardson can. He white, you know what I'm saying? I'm the black friend, you know, whatever. That shit.
Whatever.
Follow me. I'm Instagram famous. I'm internet famous. I ain't got no blue check yet. I don't know why. We the number one podcast in Malta, but I ain't got no blue check. Where's Malta? I don't know.
I gotta tell you, man. You know, you are always. This is like your second home, man. You know, anytime, any day, the door is wide open for you, man. I appreciate you always making time for the show, no matter whenever, whatever we talk about. It's like you come on is never a problem, and we appreciate you always making the time, especially coming on our bring a friend night and bringing your brand of everything that you do, man. You know, I appreciate it, man. You might be a sorry ass Falcon fan, but you're my sorry ass Falcon fan. I got a lot of love for you,
listen. I can respect that. Like I told you, anytime you need me, you know, we used to work together, and anytime you need me, I got your back, bro. But I am gonna give you the business when I come. So as long as you know that, and you know that your Saints ain't shit, and we ain't gonna talk about y'all Pelicans. And y'all ain't even got a baseball team.
In the playoffs.
So you know what? These Hawks out here, they flying, nigga. They flying, motherfucker. You better understand that shit, boy.
You know what? On that, and check out my black friend. Check them out, radiocircus.net. We're gonna put all that information on the screen and in the description. Make sure and follow the radio show. Okay, at It's the Radio Show on Instagram. Follow the Radio Show on Facebook. Check us out. We're here every week. We're on every platform known to man. We in there. So we're just going to wave to the camera. Say thanks to Debo coming on Bring a Friend Night. Easy, Diva. Pleasure as always. We'll catch y'all later. All right. So, Debo, I know you got to run, but I just got to say this real fast that all your Falcon brethren were whining about Julio getting traded. I just want to let you know you ain't won nothing with him in 10 years, and you wasn't going to win nothing with him this year. So let him go.
Ooh. Damn. That's why that nigga Drew left y'all high and dry, and that motherfucking Jameis going to throw 50 interceptions on y'all ass. Y'all need to have more interceptions in the league, nigga.
Get out of here.
He's so petty. He's so petty.
I am.
I hate that.
Hey, I tried to warn the Falcons Nation. I tried to say this was coming.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, he had to get in the easy was right moment.
See, Debo, I'm glad that you're on the show, so I have another fellow Atlantean Falcons, Atlanta sports period fan, because they be tripping.
I'm Atlanta everything.